we're going to measure the Spinnaker. The Spinnaker measurements you get by folding the Spinnaker in half lengthwise. So you're folding the two rough edges together at the head. And we're going to position the head here right at a single point. I've got it marked here. So you're just holding it there. We're measuring between the underside of this tape here at that center location. So your assistant would typically just hold it there. It's easier when they're not videotaping. And then we would take the edges here and tension the edges. Again, we're folding in half lengthwise. And I'm checking down here to a location that I have marked off here in line with this. We're well short here. You can see we've got maybe 4 or 5 inches short on that measurement. Since we've already got some lines on the, some tape on the ground for measuring jibs, we would typically use one of those and also mark out on the spins for the foot, except for in this case, we're going to keep the Spinnaker folded in half like this, and we're going to measure the half-foot distance. Okay? So at this point, you can drop the head there. And if you were to come down here, in this case, we would just hold it inside. You see I've got a foot dimension right here. So the assistant would hold here. And then we would tension the foot here and fold it in half and just check. Now, interestingly, I got this Spinnaker off of eBay with not knowing whether it was class legal or not. And you can see that folded in half, it is actually beyond the 5-foot 1-inch mark. So this Spinnaker would fail on the foot dimension. It would not be class legal, and we could not use it in racing. So it fails right there. But what we're going to do is show you how to do the mid-girth. And to do the mid-girth now, we're essentially trying to measure the middle of the sail, how wide the middle of the sail is. In order to do that, we're going to bring the head down here to the tack and kind of make a stack where they're all just stacked up over the top of each other, and you're holding it like this. And so you would have someone hold this, so if you can come and hold. And with that being held, what we're going to do is take the tension out here, fold it over, and find a halfway point here. We would also be doing the same thing for the halfway point on the Spinnaker. See how that just released? We have to make sure that we're holding the luff edges tight and that we've got all of the slack out of this. What we're going to do now that we know where the mid-girth is, we're going to transfer that right to here, and we're going to put that on our corner again. An assistant's going to hold there. And then we would take the tension here, and we would again tension out the mid-girth of this, and we would check the mid-girth to make sure that the mid-girth in half is less than the class spec. So here's the mid-girth line. So even though the foot was wide, it's narrow in the middle, but we still wouldn't be able to use it because it failed one. So essentially the mid-girth is fold the sail in half, tension out the middle, and you're measuring half folded over to see whether it's in spec.